Hi everyone, welcome to the Thinking Crypto YouTube channel. I hope you're healthy and doing well. On this channel, we cover the news, facts, and sentiments about the crypto asset class. We also interview many of the folks who are investing and building in the asset class. I've interviewed Mark Yusko, CEO and founder of Morgan Creek Capital, CZ, Binance's CEO, and many other folks. So if you're new here, please hit that subscribe button as well as the thumbs up button. Guys, heads up, I will be interviewing well-known Bitcoin developer and CTO at Avanti Bank, Brian Bishop, next week. So stay tuned for that. Hit the notification bell so you can get the video notification as soon as it goes live. Guys, some interesting news coming out from eToro here. More than half of eToro's global user base is invested in XRP. This is interesting because there is a lot of FUD around XRP and Ripple, but I think Ripple's done a good job of putting out facts and reports and being transparent that people are starting to recognize, hey, it doesn't matter what Tone Vays or whoever else says. What is the facts, right? What is being built? What's XRP's use case, and is it getting utility? And we're seeing the adoption with MoneyGram, Bitso, many other folks. I've even shared on this channel how people at the block, this site that I'm reading this article off of, Mike Dudas has realized, oh wait, Ripple's not a scam. And even I think it's Ryan Selkis at Masari, same thing. Came to the realization once they actually spoke to the companies like Bitso that are leveraging XRP. So I think the facts are getting out there and we're seeing more people investing in it. So more than half of eToro's global user base has invested in XRP, Ripple's native digital asset. Data from the trading platform eToro's latest quarterly report indicates that 54% or 54.5% of its global user base is invested in the digital asset, the highest amount among those counted as of April 1st. From there, the second most invested asset is Bitcoin at 35.1% of the user base, with Ethereum and Litecoin capturing 23.9% and 14.5% respectively. So here's the chart, and you can see the breakdown, right? So XRP leading, having the majority share here. So once again, I think this goes back to the positioning of XRP and what Ripple is doing. We've seen Brad Garlinghouse, Ripple's CEO, on CNN talking about the MoneyGram partnership and adoption and so forth. So I think the facts are getting out there and people are recognizing, hey, XRP is going to be used it's pretty significantly to solve a real world problem. And, I hold XRP in my portfolio. I'm bullish on it, of course, for the reasons mentioned, but I'm also bullish on Bitcoin. I am not a maximalist of any coin. I look at things from a business standpoint. What's going to get adoption? What has the potential to get give me a good return on my investment and will increase in value, of course. So Bitcoin, I believe, will be a store of value. There's so many financial products and instruments being built around Bitcoin. Ethereum, DeFi movement, smart contract platform is going to be big. And we've even seen the developers for XRP and Ripple and Ethereum are building an XRP Ethereum bridge. We covered that news on this channel. So there's going to be some super interoperability there where we have to wait and see what the outcome is, but they're working on something big. So I'm excited for the future of XRP, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and others. Now, some interesting news here, guys. Talk about big money getting into the crypto asset class. $75 billion hedge fund, Renaissance Technologies, is eyeing the Bitcoin futures market. So more and more money is going to come. The herd is coming, guys. We're seeing Wall Street firms, Fidelity, TD Ameritrade, and many others are here already. Expect more to come. So as per a regulatory filing, the fund said its well-known medallion funds would be able to buy Bitcoin futures on CME. Interesting. The firm made the headlines earlier this week for its eye-popping returns. So they're a successful hedge fund, and they want to get into crypto, of course, starting with Bitcoin. So the $75 million hedge fund, which is best known for pioneering quantitative-based investing, said in a March 30 dated Form ADV that its medallion funds are now permitted to enter into the Bitcoin futures transactions. Interesting, permitted. So I guess maybe they had to get some regulatory clarity there. The firm said it would limit its trading activities to contracts traded on the CME. It's not clear if the firm has purchased any Bitcoin futures at this point. So obviously CME is cash settle and so forth. It's not ideal. You do want the physically settled, which backed is trying to do, but the problem is regulatory clarity. That's what's held them up so much. So we need the CFTC, the SEC, the government in the US to provide clear regulations. And this is just a start, guys. I know it may seem, oh, they're going for the cash settle, blah, blah, blah. But remember, crawl, walk, run, right? They're going to get in with Bitcoin, then they'll move on and expand their services and their exposure into different cryptos and different types of financial products. But this is, this news is along the lines of what we've been hearing this week, and it's crazy that this is happening in this current economic climate. Grayscale confirmed their first quarter was a record-breaking quarter. $500 million invested into their crypto fund, and over the past 12 months, over $1 billion. VC firm Andreessen Horowitz confirmed they have a second crypto fund that is capped at $450 million. Their first fund was $300 million. Do I even need to say any more? People are getting in. It's not making the big headlines. They're getting in just as they did in emerging markets in the past, because they know first mover advantage, buy low, sell high. So big things are ahead, guys. The market, it's going to mature and grow. We have to be patient, and price will follow. And speaking of Bitcoin, with the halving coming up in May, so we are very close, of course. Bitmain rival, Bitmain is of course the mining company, MicroBT launches 3 new Bitcoin miners ahead of the halving. So interesting here. MicroBT, a Chinese Bitcoin miner manufacturer, which is in a neck and neck competition with Bitmain, has launched 3 new machines. These are WhatsMiner M30S Plus, M30S Plus Plus, and M31S Plus. MicroBT COO Jianbing Chen announced in an online conference Friday. Chen believes the Bitcoin mining hardware market is now entering the 3x era. Low power consumption ratio, high stability, and 1-year-long warranty service, referring to the features of the new WhatsMiners. Now, I know there's a lot of people who are definitely talking about the power consumption and the environment and Bitcoin and the mining. And I absolutely get that. I believe it is inefficient. But Bitcoin has the branding, the first mover advantage, and the positioning as digital gold. And you can't just say, well, the environment, and then you can talk about that all you want. But what matters is what the government is doing and what the big money is doing. And that is what I'm looking. My opinion may be, yes, I wish Bitcoin wasn't consuming so much energy, affecting the environment, and using up so much power. Absolutely. But we are seeing the world's largest Bitcoin mining farm being built in the United States in Texas via Windstone. And they have investments from SBI Group, SBI Holdings, the same one that's invested in Ripple and bullish on XRP. And Fidelity is invested in Bitcoin mining. They were hiring Bitcoin mining engineers. You guys remember I showed you all the job listings on LinkedIn. So there's an expansion of Bitcoin mining. Whether you like it or not, whether how you feel about it, take emotions out of it. The money is getting into it. I wish I could say they weren't, and maybe they were looking for something more efficient, but they are doubling down. You saw my interview with CZ, Binance's CEO. They are launching a Bitcoin mining pool, and they've hired some people from Bitmain. So regardless of environment or whatever, the money is moving into Bitcoin mining, and there's money to be made here, and Bitcoin is not going anywhere. It is not ideal for day-to-day use, but it ain't going anywhere, guys. It's going to be digital gold. That's why I have it in my portfolio, because I know I see the money, and I see the governments are not banning Bitcoin, and we're seeing regulations and things being set up. So if Fidelity, the New York Stock Exchange backed, and TD Ameritrade and RSX, and many people are getting in, they know something. They know it, and they're investing. So just letting you guys know, you got to really think about these things. Take emotions out and bias out of it. What are the facts? Who is investing? We'll follow the money, right? Now, guys, Wyoming passes law to allow insurance companies to invest in Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. Big move here, right? You got pensions, endowments. Now you have insurance companies can get in. Now, to be fair, this is Wyoming, and they're very crypto and blockchain friendly. And like I said, I'll be interviewing CTO of Avanti Bank, which is based in Wyoming, and we're going to talk about the regulations there. And I've interviewed the founder of Avanti Bank 2 times, Caitlin Long. So interesting things happening there, guys, and it's really setting the tone, and they're really leading the charge here and being crypto friendly. And I hope more states do it, and then it forces the federal government to finally pass some clear regulations. So the U.S. state of Wyoming has passed a law to allow domestic insurance companies to invest in digital assets such as Bitcoin. The new law comes into effect on July 1st. Law firm Kramer Levin said the legislation is apparently the first provision of its kind in the nation. That's great. I love it. So the amendment passed last month comes into effect July 1st, as mentioned, according to information from, screen is messing up here. Comes into effect on July 1st, according to the information from the Wyoming State Legislature, the legislative branch of the state. The new law states that an insurer may invest in digital assets as defined by the respective law number they outline here, and excluding digital consumer assets as defined by etc. etc. So this is great, guys. More companies investing in crypto and Bitcoin, digital assets, and so forth. Exciting times. And when all of these companies start putting their money and they start marketing it to the masses, the prices will of course increase. And I expect to see more states do this and more insurance companies. Like, could you imagine State Farm and Allstate, some of these big insurance players in the United States getting into crypto? Yeah. And they're, I'm sure, going to look at insurance policies for digital assets. So it's all coming. Guys, what do you think about this news? Would love to hear your thoughts. Please go ahead and hit the thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to share this video, and I will talk to you all later.